One thing that I gotta say, you know, anytime, you know, Speedy's in the game, you just gotta always, how we used to feel about,
right.
You gotta put 7 up.
Wave valve, right?
Exactly. You gotta put 7 up there.
Yes, yes.
You know, and the goal is not to let anybody else score 7 up there, you know?
And that's what I understand. And Speedy scored both of the touchdowns for the Renegades, and there was no more scores. And that's the thing. You're right. It's like Wave valve. You can let Wave valve score, you can let Speedy score, but the whole goal is nobody else can score. And that's what happened. And the Chiefs had a very effective game plan going into this game. Again, take my hat off to Coach Gus. Did an excellent job, and he seemed like he pulled the rabbit out of the hat. 2 victories he had this year.
Oh, definitely. And the Renegades, they pulled out antiques and coaches and all kinds of stuff. There were some guys I hadn't seen on that sideline in years. You know, I mean, I thought it was the Rifles.
Was it 40 coaches over there?
It seemed like it was 40 coaches, you know? Guys had on Renegades jackets that were so old, you know, you could barely read the letters on them. But I know they were Renegades down there helping Travis with every nick and cranny, you know?
Well, I'm congratulating the Chiefs against the Ravens. I'm going to jump out the window on this one also. Coach just wins his first Super Bowl this year. If he loses the Super Bowl, Coach,
we'll move out of Brooklyn.
Yeah, you have to.
You heard it from me. We'll move out of Brooklyn.
And you put on a teeny tiny shirt, right?
Oh man, there's not a shirt big enough. So yeah, Dexter, this is to you. We're coming to see you. You got what we want. You've been there before, and we're coming to take it.
We'll be back after these messages. And we'll still be looking for Coach Sam Barnes.
Everybody see him? And we're back here with one of the cheerleading directors here at Big Apple Football, also cheer director for the New York Warriors, Miss Fennell, Foxy Ross. How are you today?
Okay.
It's so good to have you here. You're here first time in the studio with us, and I understand you guys did an outstanding job with the cheerleaders this year. What are some of your expectations what were some of your expectations for the cheerleaders this year?
Okay, my expectations, but all the cheerleaders made me proud of them in the competition. They did a very good job, excellent job. But for our first time pulling this off.
Oh man, definitely was a phenomenal show. I was actually there. We actually have some taping of that show as well.
Exactly.
So we need to get up and running.
We definitely should be cutting to that in this segment. Absolutely. Another thing too, I think it's really good too. And we have Foxy here in the middle. We have to get a lady broadcaster with us.
Well, we did talk about that last year, you know, in the off season, you know, and we looked around and nobody wanted to come up and, you know, become a female correspondent, you know, but we're still working on that. And that sounds like a good name too, you know, just like we said about Saki as an NFL player.
Absolutely.
Foxy sounds like a great correspondence name to me.
Absolutely. Coach Evan, watch out for your job. We'll have you on location. Cheerleaders are going to Florida this year. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about it. A lot of cheerleaders are going to Florida, New York Warriors, Renegades, Jamaica Bulldogs, Titans, Springfield Rifles, and the Co-op City Cowboys.
They got to go some kind of way, right?
And we got a first place by Co-op City Cowboys, Springfield Rifles, New York Warriors, the Titans. And we have second place New York Warriors, Cowboys, Renegades, and the Titans.
Let me ask you a question. What do you want to say to the people out there that are presidents about starting their own cheerleading program? Give the people a message.
It's a very good thing. It's not about the boys only. It's all kids. The girls enjoy themselves. Just taking them out the streets too is a very good experience for these kids.
And not only is it not just cheerleading, but they also do stepping also.
And dance.
Oh, definitely. You know, and this is not just you know, that cheerleading that we used to see. This is pyramid made and things of those natures too.
Absolutely.
Little gymnastics.
And Foxy's one of the directors, as you said. She's doing an excellent job along with Camille and the rest of the group. And we want to encourage every program that's out there. Make sure you have a cheerleading squad next year. Foxy, thank you for coming to the show. We look forward to seeing you again, either as our next
correspondence or a Florida champ.
Absolutely.
And hope to bring it home from Florida.
All right. And we're back. We got big Coach Kev right here in the studio with us. Coach Kev, congratulations again.
Thank you.
On your way to another Super Bowl.
Yep.
I mean, if anybody deserves to be here on this show right now, is Big Kev. 3 consecutive years in the Super Bowl. You know, what do you have to say about this, Kev?
You know, it ain't me. It's just, it's overall. It's coaching staff, the kids buy into the plan. So, I mean, it's just not all me. I put the plan together. They buy it. We go sell it, basically.
So you sell the plan.
Yeah.
Where could you buy one of these plans at? And how much does it cost? I mean, I would like 3 consecutive years in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Who don't want to buy one?
Plans for sale.
Maybe we can put that on our show as an infomercial. $19.99. You know, just 4 even payments of money. And you too can get a 4-year plan.
Coach, you're doing a really great job.
Thank you.
And it doesn't matter what division you're in, you're always on the top of those divisions. And you know, again, that's a hard task. And I think, again, this is another one of those years where you're doing an excellent job. And some people didn't think you were going to have a good Pee Wee team. And here you go again.
I think this year was the best year for me personally. Because to be honest with you, when we lost the Super Bowl last year, you know, I took on the job, actually, a coaching job at a JUCO. I'm not gonna name the name, but I took on the job, and I sat there for about a week, and I said, you know what? I called the coach up. Listen, coach, I'm not taking the job. I'm going back to my kids. You know what I mean? Because I felt like, you know what? I don't know what I only had 5 kids returning.
Right.
So February we start working now. I started seeing some kids roll in, and I started saying, okay, and I got about 10 running backs.
Wow.
So on my running backs, I said, you know what? You 4 right here gonna play receiver. You 4 right here gonna play DB. And just went from there. So, you know, those guys bought into the plan. Plenty of days I done kick, you know, starters out. You know, I sent the whole starting home and, you know, but, you know, we here now. So, you know, we playing against a good Rifles team, an excellent Rifle team.
Absolutely.
And, you know, a lot of guys say, oh, they bumped this in the season and all that. I watched them on tape. I seen them. I got them on tape. They're a great team. Coaches is good. So we're looking forward to a good match on the 22nd.
I definitely gotta agree with you. You know, a lot of that Rifles team is the team that I met last year in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That came up from the junior Pee-wees, and you know those kids are for real. And as you mentioned, buying into a system, they bought into that Rifle system. Mm-hmm. And you know, Coach Courtney always says it's going to be 40 coaches over there, 1 coach for each position. And you know, for some reason, man, it just seems to be like that when you're playing against them. It's like they come out of nowhere.
Well, you know, the Rifles been around for 40 years, well-respected organization. They're going to always play you tough. Got Coach Enos. They're going to always play you tough. They're always going to put in that hard work. So I know Coach Kev knows that as being a competitor. There's nothing easy. I think also the other thing, too, is, we got to look at Super Bowls coming, and everybody's ready for the Super Bowl. So I think every team that's playing in the Super Bowl understands the enormous, sacrifice it takes to be a champion in the Super Bowl. And you guys, speaking of that, Coach, we have also the Renegades playing the Rifles in the 9th grade division. What's your pick?
I actually got to see, the Renegades this past week, annihilate South Bronx Chargers.
They killed them. They killed them.
Yeah, me and Big Kev have been out there having a little fun, enjoying just the weather and sunshine of the rain, because bad weather was that night, but it wasn't in Staten Island. Did I say that?
The storm went through there,
huh?
What do you guys make also of the league having so much diversity in the Super Bowl? You have the Ravens on one side, then you have the Ravens on one side, did you make a Bulldogs on the other side facing off each other? You have the Hurricanes on one side, then you have the Mount Vernon Razorbacks on the other side, then you have the Rifles on one side, then you have the New York Warriors. Diversity.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I can say about this league, you're going to have a battle every week.
Right.
Every weekend you have a battle. So these guys not going to come in here and thinking they're going to run the league because they ran another league. True. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen here. Right. So, I spoke to Joe Moore, spoke to Coach Mack and those guys. We had a great conversation after the game, and I kind of told them, listen, your guys, your year's next year. Right. You know what I mean? Next year. I move up to junior midgets and your Navy next year. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, definitely. One thing about this league is it definitely proves that on any given Saturday or Sunday,
that's right.
Your number can be pulled, I mean, regardless to who was missing in Staten Island, I still wouldn't have picked the Ravens.
Right.
But that's just something that happened. Upset is just a word we use around here in Big Apple. And some things don't have to be an upset.
Well, we got 1 minute left, and I'm going to give you one word from Mr. Phenomenal. What is that word?
Phenomenal.
Don't forget to keep your laptops open. Watch the video this weekend and next weekend. And see you on the show.